The universe, characters, and story are the three foundations that cemented Mass Effect into history and launched a franchise of the generation. My name is Keanu Miller, and today I'm going to talk about why the first Mass Effect is amazing.
This mission just got a lot more complicated. This attack is an act of war. Saren's gone rogue.
Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
He has an army of Geth at his command. And he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it.
You have no idea what stands before you.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You've lost. You know that, don't you?
Let's finish this.
This is our only chance. Get it with everything we got.
Saren must be stopped. And I plan to make him pay.
Mass Effect has become an infamous name in today's gaming culture. It is widely known as one of the most immersive pieces of entertainment. When looking at the trilogy as a whole, many fans usually think of Mass Effect 2 as the high point, but it is important to remember it only exists due to the massive critical and commercial success of the predecessor. After BioWare released the legendary game Knights of the Old Republic for Microsoft Windows in 2003, Casey Hudson and the rest of the team at BioWare sought to create their own IP that was deep enough in lore and world building to rival the likes of Star Wars. Over the course of 3 to 4 years and a total of 130 employees, BioWare released Mass Effect in 2007 to the world. Fans and critics everywhere raved about the newest game from BioWare. The universal consensus was that BioWare had created something truly special, and gotten so many aspects of an immersive video game right, starting with the universe.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
To create a universe as masterfully crafted and expansive as Star Wars is no easy task, but BioWare found a way to do just that. They created this world by focusing on three important aspects: the various alien races, the worlds and locations of the universe, as well as incredible use of music. The alien species that appear throughout the series all have their own culture, history, economy, and religion that make each species feel different from one another. There are too many species to cover here, and each species is far too complex to go into depth. But some of the most prominent species shown throughout the game include the Asari, Turians, Solarians, Quarians, and the Krogan.
Welcome, I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today.
The Asari originate from the planet Thessia, and are often considered the most influential and respected species in the galaxy. They are widely known for their elegance, diplomacy, biotic abilities, and a 1,000-year lifespan. They are also a monogender race that is distinctly female in appearance, but possess a very unique physiology. They are able to reproduce the partner of any gender or species, but the offspring will always be Asari.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The Turians are from the planet Palaven, and best known for their highly militaristic, disciplined, and honored culture. They have well-trained soldiers, powerful starships, and can also be very charismatic.
Two Alliance Marines with a Turian security officer. You don't see that every day.
The Solarians are native to the planet Surkesh. They are known for their non-linear thinking and excel at experimenting and inventing. They also possess a hyperactive form. This means that they think fast, talk fast, and move fast. Unfortunately, this metabolic speed severely affects their body and lifespan. meaning that they rarely live over the age of 40.
Just set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
The Quarians are a nomadic species known for their adept skills of technology and synthetic intelligence. They live in a huge fleet collection known as the Migrant Fleet, due to having their homeworld taken over by a synthetic race called the Geth that they had created. But their most distinguishing aspect is their immune system. Their weak immune system was compounded by centuries of living in sterile environments, and as a result, all Quarians dress in highly sophisticated environmental suits to protect them from disease or infection from all environments.
Back off, Wrex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it.
Lastly, we have the Krogan. The Krogan came from the planet Tuchanka, and are widely known due to their immense size and strength. Due to living on a very hostile and dangerous environment, the Krogan have evolved into a race of individuals that are very difficult to kill, or incapacitate in normal combat scenarios. The Krogan's body is built as a death machine, and they will fight till either they or the enemy is defeated. They can also breed at an astonishing rate, which led to the other species of the galaxy effectively altering the Krogan physiology, so that most of their offspring will not survive birth in a disease called the genophage.
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own, Wrex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Moving on from some of the many species of the galaxy comes worlds and environments that are unmistakably unique in their look and feel.
Control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector into berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy.
Each world is fitted with their own colors, weather, and terrain. Eden Prime, Pharos, Ilos, Luna, Noveria, Vermeer, Therum, and of course, the Citadel, which is absolutely massive in the first Mass Effect game. So much so, that many players have gotten lost in it. All these images being shown are on the Citadel. As if there wasn't enough diversity to each location appearance-wise, each planet and location is given their own stylistic music. Which leads into the music of Mass Effect. The music in the first Mass Effect is nothing short of amazing, with a variety of themes and sounds, from the game's original theme, bombastic combat music, eerie Normandy song,
I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
iconic galaxy map music, to the beautiful and fan-favorite song Vigil.
Triggered it. What do you think this? I'm not putting faith in anybody being on our side. Not anymore.
Every time music is played in this game, it is not done so without a purpose. Rather than just having music for the sake of having noise in the background, every note here is played to enhance what is going on in the game. Two examples of how deep and meaningful the music goes is in the game's love theme.
This isn't a contest, Ash.
This isn't an act, Shepard. But you'll learn.
That is played interestingly enough when a teammate dies, but also when you and your romance option fall in love. This song fits both scenes it's played in, and that in itself is incredible. Not many songs can resemble two very different and distinctive moods. The second time the music shows death is whenever the player dies, this theme is played. it is not only played here, it is also the theme for the game's main antagonist, Saren. This was done so that the player would subconsciously associate Saren with death. This level of meaning and thought in music is rarely done in games today, and represents one gem of the Mass Effect games. With an incredible universe set up, there needs to be interesting and dynamic characters for the player to interact with. Outside of Shepard, whose personality is determined by the player, there are many characters you will meet throughout the game, ranging from important political figures to high-ranking military personnel. But the people that have the most depth in development are Shepard's squad mates, if you choose to recruit all of them. There are 6 in total that are fully fleshed out with their unique and diverse personalities. Out of those 6, there are 2 humans and 4 aliens.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
The 2 human characters are mostly similar in how they act towards Commander Shepard and the mission. There's Kaidan Alenko, a human sentinel and Systems Alliance Marine, who is also a staff lieutenant aboard the Normandy. He is a good and loyal soldier who understands the mission will always come first.
Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky.
The second human character is Ashley Williams, who served in the Systems Alliance as a gunnery chief in the 2nd Frontier Division on Eden Prime, but is then later assigned to Commander Shepard's squad after the Geth attack on Eden Prime.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Moving on from the human squad mates comes the alien crew. Tali Zora is a Quarian and the daughter of an important Quarian figure. She is young but a mechanical genius, who is on her pilgrimage, a rite of passage to prove her worth to her kind. She is every bit as kind and caring as she is slick and wise.
You're bluffing.
You're right. They're actually going to let me eat you. Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
Wrex, a famous Krogan mercenary and bounty hunter, and one of the last Krogan battlemasters. He is a long-lived Krogan who has had many adventures, but despite being a mercenary, he is also deeply concerned with the fate of his race after the Genophage, and wants to find a future for his people.
Respect, Commander. I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues.
So you've spent your entire adult life just studying old Prothean junk?
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
It's good for you. A nice explosion every now and then keeps the mind sharp.
Liara Tassoni is an Asari researcher who spent the past 50 years of her life studying Prothean technology and culture. She is young for an Asari, but very cunning and independent. She has a great deal of insight into the Protheans and is a highly trained biotic.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Last, but most certainly not least, is my personal favorite, Garrus Vicarian. He is a Turian who was formerly part of CSEC's investigation division. He was responsible for the investigation of Saren, the Council's top Spectre, after the Alliance claimed Saren had gone rogue. Garrus is someone who wants justice to come to those who deserve it most, which is what leads him to eventually leave CSEC, so he can pursue Saren alongside Shepard. Garrus is courteous to those he knows and respects, but ruthless when fighting, and willing to do things not in the book to complete his mission or task. With an all-star cast of hero characters, the game needs equally interesting villains, which is an area most games and movies fail at achieving. Here in Mass Effect, though, that is far from true.
I applaud you, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Salarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion.
The main villain for most of the game is Saren. Saren is the longest-serving Turian member of the Spectres, elite operatives answering directly to the Citadel Council. He has always been known to be brutal and ruthless. He also hates humanity and thinks they should be lower in the hierarchy of galactic society. For 24 years, he upheld the Council's will before mysteriously going rogue. Once rogue, he enlisted the synthetic race called the Geth and an Asari matriarch to aid him on his mysterious killing spree across the galaxy, killing those he was sworn to protect. He travels across the galaxy in a massive flagship called Sovereign, that is later found out to be the true antagonist of the game.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I do not think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
Sovereign, initially thought to be just a ship, is actually a Reaper, a race of gigantic synthetic life forms that terrorized the galaxy a millennia ago, and eliminated all organic life forms. Not much else is known about these ancient machines of destruction, but Sovereign's voice and ideology that is shown when conversing with it shows an intimidating and menacing machine that believes in its purpose and mission.
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
This villain is still my favorite to this day. The game's diverse and interesting characters help drive the game's incredible story forward.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that.
It's our only option.
It's not an option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Inside, now!
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is a trap. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed. That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack.
Act of desperation.
Overwhelmed. Cannot be stopped.
Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station. I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard. The final confrontation. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place.
The game's story is simple enough at first, but the more you play it, the more that is unraveled to reveal many surprises and twists. The pacing of the game is done to near perfection, making the game seem and feel like a phenomenal sci-fi movie. The game starts out by introducing you to this universe. Several hundred years in the future, humanity discovers ancient alien technology on Mars that accelerates our advancement in technology drastically and opens up interstellar travel. Humanity joins the galactic community sometime afterwards, but they are seen as too ambitious in a galaxy run by a UN-like council that is populated by other races.
He's taught you well, but what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
You play as Commander Shepard of the Human Alliance military, free to pick either a male or female Shepard. You then assume the role of Shepard and hunt Saren after he attacks a human colony in Eden Prime. Along the way, you uncover truths and evidence about the once-thought myths, the Reapers, and learn of their quest to eliminate all organic life. This transforms the plot from a small-scale story to a galactic epic, as you zip around the galaxy in a sleek starship to explore alien worlds and unearth the overarching mystery of the Reapers, and find out how the rogue Spectre Saren plays into their plan. The story of Mass Effect is filled with many friendships, betrayals, politics, and wonder. This is very much an underdog story as you take Shepard, a once normal soldier, and bring him into galactic fame as an ambassador of all races that has the ability to lead and unite people together for a common cause, and an individual who's willing to sacrifice himself or herself for the greater good of not just humanity, but all races. The story can also be slightly altered along the way depending on several large decisions you make that have no true good or bad option, but will allow you to express what kind of person you are and whether you prioritize human life or alien life.
I can't let you jeopardize the mission.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
These Krogan are slaves of Saren. Puppets. Tools to be used and discarded. Is that what you want for your people?
No, we were tools for the Council once. Thank us for wiping out the Rachni. They neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead.
Arga, Mother, we sing for those left behind, the children you thought silenced. We are Rachni. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
If you kill her, you consign an entire race to death. We should let the Citadel Council decide her fate.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Hold on, Chief. I'm coming back to get you.
Negative! It's too late for us! There's just too many of them! I'm activating the nuke!
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the Lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
There are a lot of big themes in this game, and can somewhat be seen as an excellent fictional parallel of our own world and society. This is the kind of story that BioWare is known for crafting. Universe, characters, and story. These are core pillars of Mass Effect and the experience that it provides. While some of the gameplay and exploration aspects of the first Mass Effect are executed poorly, they are unable to detract from what makes Mass Effect so memorable and nostalgic. If you have not experienced this game, or skipped it and played the other games in the trilogy, then you're missing out. Here, BioWare created an excellent blend of an open-world exploration sci-fi game that once it sucks you in, is near impossible to put down. And by the time the credits roll and the music plays, you will realize Mass Effect is amazing.